Hi, this is Ryan. I wanted to tell you that I want to make this video because I had a dream, and it was July of 2018. I uh, I was with my girlfriend Molly at the time, and we were renting a room at Kansas City Motel on Old 56 Highway in Olathe. We stayed there for 2 months. The rent was $900 a month for a little crappy hotel, a little motel room, and there's dark spirits all over the room. I don't know what's going on in that motel, but a bunch of dark spirits were hanging around, and I felt it spiritually. I think they were charging us $900 a month to stay in that shabby little room. Um, it was really worth like $400 for what they gave and treated there. It was worth about $400 or $500, but they was charging $900. But while I was there, we stayed there like June and July of 2018, and I fell asleep at night and next to Molly, and I had a dream. And I've got to think back. I don't constantly think about this dream. I just thought about it, but I still have memory of it. So, if you see, just I'm gonna remember it and tell you as I remember it. So, okay, I was walking with my backpack. I had left Molly, and I was in a different part of the United States. I didn't have any money, and I was in a town I didn't know. And I was walking by a highway in the grass, next to the highway, and I found a $5 bill with Abraham Lincoln on it, torn halfway in the middle. And I walked from there, and I went into a hotel where a conference had been, and a woman with this dyed blonde hair and glasses. No one was in the conference room at the time, but the tables were still there, and the hotel. And a woman walked up to me. She had dyed blonde hair, she had glasses, and she gave me a folded $20 bill, and had this weird deceitful look on her face. And I left there, and I was looking for a job, and I walked by a Church's Chicken drive-through, and I walked through the drive-through, and the Church's Chicken was normal, like the normal Church's Chicken drive-thrus, but the menu sign was like colored. It was black with like white for the letters for the menu, and it had like celebration signs, like Mardi Gras ideas. I thought of Mardi Gras when I saw the menu at the Church's Chicken, but the Church's Chicken was normal, but the menu on it looked like Mardi Gras. And then I walked it to a movie theater after that, and it was a small town movie theater that had business, and I walked there. I think I was looking for a job. It wasn't like a nationally known theater. It was a small town theater, but people were going there. I didn't feel right there. It was dark. I left. And then I was walking in this open field, and there was a 747 passenger jet flying real low to the ground, and it was blue at the top, orange in the middle, and white on the bottom, and it was a 747 passenger jet, and it was driving real low to the ground, and it started doing 360-degree turns. It was flying crazy in a sense, where they took a 747 passenger jet, flew it real close to the ground above me. I was just a witness to it, and it did a 360-degree, the pilot made a 360-degree turn in his passenger jet, and I was kind of worried about that in the dream. And I walked from there, and I was by an overpass in a street going into the city, and I was looking at the street, and I heard a woman, a woman's voice like she was in an apartment somewhere. I didn't see her, but she was watching the news, and she said, "They dropped a nuclear bomb on the United States." And then I heard another woman scream, "They bombed the United States." And I looked off into the distance, into the city, I had two different views of the city, but where I was at the street, I was looking at the city. Didn't see it as it was in the second view, but all of a sudden the sun blacked out, and I saw a guy put his arm over his face like this. It blacked out just for a second and regained light, and then I saw a sky view of a city that looked like Los Angeles, California. And that bomb dropped. It was huge, and a wind current started. I saw a wind current carry. I saw clouds carry from the blast rolling through the city, and while that was going on, a helicopter or something dropped a second bomb that was smaller, and I saw the waves coming towards me, and it was like, I don't know, probably, I don't know how many miles away it was, but I knew it was coming towards me, and I ran across the street because that wind current was carrying across, and I jumped. There was a bank across the street. It was a blue bank, but it didn't have labels on it, and it didn't look like it was closed down. It looked like it could have been just closed, and it was either a Saturday or Sunday, because it didn't look completely shut down, but it was a bank with a teller drive-through. I jumped to save my life from the wind current that was coming. I jumped into the teller booth by the teller window, not one of those vacuum slots, right next to the teller window, and all of a sudden I felt the wind come through, and I woke up from the dream. That was a dream. So, I just thought it was important to mention. I don't know. And then I woke up, and that morning, when I woke up, I looked outside from the Kansas City motel room. It almost seemed like a surreal environment, like the dream was partially connected with the reality that I had the morning that I woke up. It was surreal in a sense where, when I was looking out the window, it was a sunny day. It almost seemed surreal, like the dream I had was slightly connected with reality, but it wasn't going on here. But my heart was sad because it seemed like it could have gone on in the future. I don't know why I had that dream, but that was a dream that I had. I just want to share that. So, whatever, I don't know what to think about it. I'm not sure, but it was all real. And, it was real frightening. Take the city, I said Los Angeles, because there was a lot of buildings. An escape that was, I couldn't think of any city in America besides what that was. And as far as it looked, it was like Los Angeles. But, anyways, take care. Bye.